Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Go ahead and hit the like, leave a comment, and subscribe for us. Every week on this channel, we put a spotlight on things that are going on around the island of Puerto Rico. We are real estate investors, so we're heavy on that. And oftentimes we're showcasing our properties or the properties of our partners and friends island-wide. We believe that we're in a 2010 real estate market, so we're happy to share this with you. And we hope that you get good value out of it. Today we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to talk about opportunity zones and why we highly encourage anyone who's watching to investigate these opportunity zones and why we believe that they could possibly be the best wealth builder of a lifetime. Full disclosure, before we jump into the rest of the video here, we did just recently launch our very first and our own opportunity zone, IPOZB, Island Paradise Opportunity Zone Business and Opportunity Zone Fund. And so I just want to make you aware of that. And at the end of this video, we'll talk more about our opportunity zone and the potential for you guys to get more information and possibly come and join us. So it's not typical on this channel that we're pitching stuff where we're looking for investors, but in this case, we just launched. We are actively raising money. So let's jump on in. What is an opportunity zone and why should you care about it? And why should you be interested? Opportunity zones are an economic development tool that allows people to invest in distressed areas in the United States. Their purpose is to spur economic growth and job creation in low-income communities by providing tax benefits to investors. This is totally unique in that it benefits both the community by creating high-paying jobs and improving distressed areas, at the same time providing wonderful tax incentives for investors. And we're going to explain why we think that in Puerto Rico it's even better than in the mainland USA. The difference between opportunity zones in Puerto Rico versus opportunity zones in the mainland USA. And opportunity zones are a wonderful investment strategy, and I truly believe the greatest wealth builder that we've been given by the U.S. government in my lifetime. I think that they're better than a 1031 exchange. They're better than the self-directed IRA, maybe even better than both of those things combined. And then when you move this play to the island of Puerto Rico, there are several reasons, and we'll talk about them as we go forward in the video, as to why it's even better here in Puerto Rico. One of them we already talked about, the fact that 98% of the island is an opportunity zone. Why that is so special is that typically stateside, your opportunity zones are those distressed areas that have been forgotten, that people generally don't look to make huge investments in. Well, in Puerto Rico, there can be and there needs to be an investment in prime areas. The whole island was hit by this massive storm of the century. This was the storm, the biggest storm in 100 years. And so that has given us this situation where in Puerto Rico, you can invest in an opportunity zone inside of a branded hotel that sits on the ocean that anywhere else in the US wouldn't be in an opportunity zone. So it's a very special time, and it's a very special place to be able to take advantage of these tax incentives and this type of investment. So where, again, comparing stateside to Puerto Rico, stateside you may be taking an industrial park and turning it into an apartment complex for some housing, and it could be a great investment, it could be high returns, but it's different. It's just different, and you guys can figure this out, and you'll see from the videos that we're showing and the subsequent videos of the properties that we've put inside of our fund what I'm talking about. When you can invest inside an opportunity zone fund but also be on the ocean and or be in the middle of A+ area in downtown San Juan, that's just different than what you get anywhere else in the country. So let me talk a little bit more about why I feel so strongly that these opportunities that are inside of Puerto Rico will just vastly outperform what's going on stateside. We have all of the same advantages that you would have anywhere in the country. We get the same tax benefits. However, in Puerto Rico, we get to couple these opportunity zone plays in A+ areas with Act 60 tourism. And so with the Act 60 tourism, they're going to give us back in the form of tax credits. So additional tax incentives up to 40% of our total development cost, all of the first year's marketing and operational cost as well, put into a bucket. And we receive over a few years period of time a 40% tax credit that then can be liquidated on the market for around 90 cents on the dollar. So an example of that is that you have a $1 million investment inside of a Puerto Rico Opportunity Zone fund, and at the end of that time, you've spent your $1 million. You add in what it's going to cost to run that property for a year. You add in what it's going to cost to market that property for a year, and then you're going to receive back in the form of tax credits over basically the next 3 years after development, up to 40% of those. Guys, this is huge. This is just only in Puerto Rico, right? So I'm going to give an example of $1 million invested into a property that needs renovation. Say you buy it for $500,000, you put $500,000 in renovation, and at the end of the day, you've spent your $1 million. You're doing a hospitality play now. So you've pre-qualified for Act 60, and Act 60 is going to allow that $1 million plus the first year's operation. Let's say that's another $100,000, and marketing's another 100. So you take the total amount, the $1.2 million, multiply it by 40%, and you're going to get those tax credits back over about a 3-year period from the time that you finish development and open the doors. So those tax credits can be sold on the open market at around 90 cents on the dollar. So that's why I say up to the 40%. They could be used to offset taxable income, but with Act 60, we're already paying a corporate tax rate of 4%. We're paying property taxes at only 25 cents on the dollar. So these are just things that we get to come alongside of in Puerto Rico, and again, only in Puerto Rico, inside of these opportunity zones. And you guys can do the math. I mean, this really, really helps. So Puerto Rico is a 2010, 2011 real estate market. If you're real estate investor savvy, you get what I'm saying here. This is just the best time that you could be buying stuff in Puerto Rico. We bounced off of the bottom. We've had positive economic growth in 2019 for the first time in over a decade. So Puerto Rico before Maria was in nearly a decade-long depression, not a recession, a full-on depression. And since Maria, that has changed. We've finally have positive economic growth. We have more people moving to the island than moving away from the island for the first time in years and years. And there's one more. So we also have the fastest growing tourism industry in the country. There are several reports out there, and you can Google this and find it. You know, I'll always do your own research, but we have one of, if not the fastest growing tourism industry in the entire country. So when you put all of these things together, and this is what we've done inside of our fund, this is what we're so excited about, and we're just, I don't want to say giddy. Silly for a 50-year-old man to be giddy, but I've been in real estate a long time. I was recently buying real estate in 2009 and 10, and it was amazing. And I thought if I ever found a market like that again, I'm just going to go all in on it. And after Maria, that's what we did. We moved our business here to see what there was. We were looking for a new market, and we found 2010, 2011 real estate market. Bounced off the bottom in 2019. So we've got a lot of upside. We have crazy growth inside of tourism. So let's talk a bit about our Opportunity Zone fund that we've just recently launched and that we'd love to tell you guys more about. And if you're watching this video and you're looking for a place to put some capital gains, then we really want to talk to you. So please find our contact information below and let's get a conversation going. We've got some further documentation and literature that we can get out to you quickly. And what we've got is we've got a fixed asset Opportunity Zone fund, and the island of Puerto Rico. We're taking 2 properties in Cabo Rojo, Puerto Rico. Bahia Salinas Resort has been an extremely important property in the southwest part of Puerto Rico. If you look at the map, if you're looking at the map, it's as far southwest as you can go. It's on the little peninsula out there on the southwest corner of Puerto Rico. It sits just outside of a nature preserve, so it's really, really special, this area. There's 2 properties there. There's 1,000 foot of beachfront, and we're gonna have over 70 rooms there. We've got a restaurant, 3 swimming pools, a few bars. Again, 1,000 linear foot of beautiful, pristine beach just down the street from the lighthouse, which is breathtaking. And we're gonna do another video that you can click below to for Bahia Salinas, which will just kind of showcase that property. So click on that one after this one finishes and check us out. Thank you for watching. God bless. If you need to get in touch with us, and if you're interested in talking further about this Opportunity Zone investment, you can reach myself and Dave McCallie at prconsultants77@gmail.com, and we'll get you some additional information. If you haven't already done so, leave a comment on the video, give us a like. Also, look at the other videos that are in the series, the Opportunity Zone series, and you'll be able to see everything we've got in the fund, and hopefully that gives you a look into who we are and why we're so excited about Puerto Rico real estate. Thanks for watching. God bless.